Welcome to the Transformational Soul Show with your host, Ruth Soltman. Are you ready to experience more stability in your life? You can change your life and be who you are meant to be, your authentic self.
Well, hello, everyone. My name is Ruth Soltman, and welcome to the Transformational Soul. I'm so happy you could be with me tonight. I want to thank you and welcome you if you are watching on Facebook or YouTube or Rumble. Very, very grateful for all of the viewers and listeners. And if you would, please give me a thumbs up or like the show. I'd really appreciate that. And if you're out there and just, sitting back, chilling and not really, saying anything, I would love for you to say hello so we could chat. I see some of you are here already. Hello, Robert. Welcome. And Richard, hello. And Joyce Guess, hello, Joyce. And hello, Kim. So wonderful you guys could all, excuse me, join me this evening. Please check out my website, ruthsoltman.com. It's RUTH, S as in Sam, OLT as in Tom, M as in Mary, A, N as in Nancy.com. And there's lots of information on my website all about my books and how to purchase them. And same with my oracle cards and services. And with the books, there's two different links set up. One will take you directly to the book link on Amazon where you can order, and the other one will put it in the cart on my website. If you decide to purchase through my website, then you will get a signed copy. So that's the difference there. So I just tried to make it really convenient, so all you got to do is click. Hello, Nancy. Nice to see you here. And I want to thank all of you who joined us this past Saturday for the Spiritual Message Circle. It was a great time. The energy was absolutely amazing. It was so much fun. If you haven't joined us for that show, in the past, I really hope you'll check it out the next time because we have such a good time. And the way it's set up is we have a panel of the show hosts that for a small donation of $20 or more, you get a mini reading from each or a message from each one of the show hosts that is on the panel that night. Hello, Sarah. Nice to see you here. So I'd also like to welcome you to join our Goldylocks Productions group on Telegram. It's so amazing. The energy there is just wonderful. And everyone is always sharing really, really cool information. So if you haven't joined that group, I hope you'll check it out. Goldylocks Productions also has an online store where you can purchase some awesome merchandise. So check out the new designs that were recently added. I believe it was last month. And don't forget to check out the Goldylocks Productions Oracle cards, Energize. And I just happen to have some here. This is what they look like. And they come in this really nice tin. And I know Tiffany will post the link for those, and you can just click that link and it'll take you right to order, and then they will be shipped directly to you. And they were a project with all of us. So we all have different quotes and sayings, and Tiffany did some amazing work designing the cards and the symbols that are in there. It's just so cool. So I'm sure you probably have seen us using them on some of the shows because she sent each one of us show hosts a deck. So we've been using them on our shows, and they're just really, really beautiful cards. And you can also become a Goldylocks VIP. There's different membership levels, and there's different perks for each one of those levels. There is a special VIP show 2 times a month, and that's just for the VIPs, and you can join that through Patreon or YouTube, I believe. I believe there's still both of them right now. If you want to sponsor a Goldylocks production show, you're more than welcome to do that, and you would just have to contact Tiffany for that. And what Tiffany will do is if you have a small business, she can make up a little commercial. That's what I would call it. a little video to showcase your business. And it's a good way to get your name out there if you're just beginning, or if you have some new products or a sale. It's a good way to advertise because it would be shown during the show that you're sponsoring. Now, it's not required, but if you would like to make a tip or donation, you can do that via my Venmo or a Super Chat or Super Sticker on YouTube, or a Rumble rant on Rumble. Now, if you make a donation of $5 or more, that's going to move you to the front of the line when I give messages. And you are going to get a little bit extra message. Thank you all so much to you that have been supporting my show by liking and sharing my show information. I am very, very grateful. Very grateful. I want to let you all know that if you are in the Texas area, like local to Houston area, I do have a couple of events coming up in the next couple months, or the next few months, I guess. One is in April and one is in May. Saturday, April 1st, I will be at the homeopathic / metaphysical / craft Spring Fling Fair in Magnolia, Texas from 10 to 4. Now I'm going to have all my books with me. I'm going to try to bring some cards if I get them in time. And I will also be doing readings. Then on May 13th, I'll be at Copperfield Bookshop from 11 to 4 for the 2023 Indie Author Fair. Now, I was able to do that last year, and oh my gosh, it was so much fun. So I'm really excited to be able to do that again this year. Thank you so much, Robert and Kim, for your super stickers. I truly, truly appreciate that. You know, the money that you guys tip and donate really does help pay for my show each month. So I am very grateful. Now, and we've been talking about this being Manifesting March. New beginnings, rebirth, regrowth, manifesting. So continue to put your intentions out there. Continue to clear away the blocks that you have to all that good coming to you. Continue to heal your past and let it go. Continue to absorb all of this amazing energy and use it to your advantage. Integrate it into your own energy. And it will really help you to manifest what you want in your life. Everything that you are planting now, you will be reaping the benefits in Abundant April. Yep, Abundant April. That came to me the other day and it just stuck with me. It really resonates with me. So I feel like all of these seeds that we're planting now and all of these things that we're doing now, we are really going to start reaping the benefits fast. So that's what April is. In addition to bringing us the sunshine and the flowers, is going to bring us much abundance. So I want to check in with you guys and see how you're doing with your manifesting. Are you putting out your clear intentions? And please, drop some comments in the box. That would be fantastic. Now, some of you may be feeling like you don't deserve the good that is coming to you, that you're not good enough. You may feel some low self-esteem. Oh, hello, everyone that's watching on Twitter. Welcome. That's exciting. We are now streaming live on Twitter as well. So I want to know if you guys are putting out those intentions, and if you're feeling like, kind of low self-esteem, a lack of self-trust, self-confidence, maybe you're unsure of what you really want to manifest. So get real with yourself. Really know what it is that you desire. Don't just pick something because you feel like you have to pick something. I mean, this has to really come from the core of who you are. Now, if you're having a really hard time trying to manifest, this could indicate an unbalanced or a blocked solar plexus chakra. Now, your solar plexus is a third chakra, and it spins in the area around the abdomen, just above the belly button, up to the bottom of the breastbone. So if you're having difficulty manifesting, or trying to make some changes in your life, or transforming your life, or even exerting your personal power, then this is the area that you're going to need to work on. Hello, Melissa. Now, it's represented by the color yellow. So you could use some color therapy, apply more yellow in your life. You can meditate to balance and unblock your chakra. And if you're just going to go in and work on the one, you may as well just work on them all, because you function so optimally when your chakras are balanced. You can also use affirmations to help you. You can burn some dragon's blood incense, which is something new that I learned today, that it really helps with that solar plexus chakra. And you can also use visualization to expand and clear your solar plexus chakra or any of your chakras. Visualization is so amazing. Now, I know sometimes it's not easy for people to do, but with practice, it gets better and better. Same as with meditation. When I first started meditating, I would fall asleep all the time. Like 5 minutes into meditating and I'd be out. But when I finally came to, and after I would have it with my headphones on and like a guided meditation, and I would wake up feeling so wonderful and so refreshed. So even though I was asleep, my subconscious was still hearing all of this. So don't feel bad if you're like me and you fall asleep when you first start meditating. The more you do it, the easier it's going to be. And I think for me, the reason it was like that in the beginning is because that would be the first time of the day when I would actually just sit and be still. So it was very easy to fall asleep. Now, as you begin to work on this chakra, notice if you're feeling different. Notice if you're feeling better about yourself. Are you feeling more empowered? Are you feeling more worthy and confident that it's working? Now, at this time of the Great Awakening, where we all decided we wanted to come here for this and to help with this and to assist others, people are just waking up to the truth of who they are at an astonishing rate. I mean, it's mind-blowing, really. It's very important for those of us who are living in our truth to shine our light even brighter. It helps to guide others to their own light. We also need to connect more with the oneness of all so that they can feel the love, the light, and the connectivity of all of humanity. And we also need to always stand firmly in our truth and empower ourselves. No one is going to empower you. That is something that comes from within and something that only you can do for yourself. Now, in order to live fully in our truth, not only do we have to recognize what it is, but we have to live it every day. We have to speak our truth. The more we live in our truth, the more empowered we will feel. Another way we can empower ourselves is to peel away the layers of gunk that's not ours in the first place. Don't carry that stuff around, especially the stuff that isn't even yours. And so often we do. We just carry other people's negative energy. We carry other people's issues. You have to heal it. Any issues that you have that are unresolved, you have to heal those issues so that you can release it and let it go for good. And that's going to help you. It's going to help you to have a better feeling about yourself. It's going to increase your self-worth and your self-confidence, because you're no longer carrying the weight of all of that. That's very heavy energy. And you don't want to carry that heavy energy around. You want to feel light, right? And you want to be the light. So try to get rid of anything that is just dragging you down or holding you back. Now, another thing you can do to increase your confidence is to use and hone your intuition. Now, we talk about intuition a lot, and we are all born with that gift and ability. Some people never acknowledge it. Other people, probably feel like, yep, that's probably true, but they're afraid of it. So they just kind of tune that out. And then there's those that acknowledge it, use it, trust it. And that's what we really have to do. Because that intuition is our inner guidance system. It's our higher self guiding us because it already knows. And when you follow it, it's never going to lead you astray. So I thought that would be something really cool for us to practice today is our intuition. And I thought we could do it in a very fun way. Hello, Devin. Hello, Richard. Now, before we start, what I want us to all do is just call in your helpers. And you don't have to do this out loud. You can just say it in your mind and communicate with them that way. Let's ask for our spiritual teams to come in and form a sacred circle around us. We ask that they protect the sacred circle with the highest vibrations of love and light. We ask that only those energies that are of the highest vibrations of love and light be allowed to enter into this circle. We ask for all of our angels and guides, our ancestors, and our higher selves to come into this circle as well. We ask that we be clear conduits for your messages of love and light. We ask that your messages flow freely through us and are for our best and highest good. And so it is. So what I want you to do first is to focus on yourself. Just think about yourself. Focus on your energy. I'm going to show you a card. And what I want you to do is I want you to put in the comments the first impressions that you get from that card. Now, this is going to be relating to you because you're focusing on yourself and you're focusing on your energy. Now, you could get a word, you could get an image, it could be a color, it could be a phrase, it could be a song. Whatever it is, remember, there is no wrong answer. This is your information and you are receiving this information for a reason. So you have to trust it. Trust, trust, trust. So let me pull a card and I want you to focus. Just if you want, once you see the card, if you want to just close your eyes for a moment and just go inside and focus on your energy and see what impressions you get for yourself. And I really hope that you will share with us what your answers are. Okay, this is the first card. Now look at the picture, the colors, as well as what it says. And it says, you already know. What does that card feel like for you? What does that card mean for you? So let's get some answers in the comments there so we can talk about this for a moment. Because I think this is going to be a great way, for you to practice your intuition. But make sure that the first impressions that you get are what you share. Or now you might get 10 different things, and that's fine. But your first impression is that instinctual, intuitive answer that you get before your head starts to think about it. Because you might look at that card and say, and you might get a message that comes to you immediately. And then you think about it for a few minutes. You already know, and then your head gets in the way. Sarah said, I heard peace. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Anybody else care to share? And then I'll tell you what I feel about the card myself. But yes, you already know. And I know there's a little bit of a delay, so we'll wait a few seconds here. I love that, Sarah. See, you went with your gut instinct, your intuitive, what's the word I'm looking for? Nudges. Robert said, self-knowledge, inner knowing. That's beautiful. Moving forward needed, says Joyce. See, this is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. See how quickly that you pick up on it? You already know. Now, for me, personally, for my message for myself is that I already know, because I'm going to listen to my intuition, and it already knows, so it's going to guide me. So in a sense, if my intuition knows, I know, I just need to listen, right? And that's the hardest part, because our head might be wanting to tell us something completely different. But that's just the human way. It's just the human way. But we have to remember that we're spiritual beings. We're just living in these human bodies for a short period of time. And when we're done with them, we're just going to discard them like we do our clothes. And our spirit or our soul is going to go on to the next part of our journey. But while we are in these bodies, we do have certain rules that we have to, I don't really want to say abide by, but there are certain limitations to a physical body. And it's really important to step aside and not let your head get in the way. Okay, now here's the next card. And it's very simple. It says nature. What does that bring to mind for you? What instantly pops in for you? I don't want to say pops into your head, because I don't want that to confuse you with it being intuitive message or your thought process. So what feelings does that give you? Nature. Nature. I love nature. I love being outside. Today was the most glorious day. It was kind of cold this morning, but it warmed up really nicely, probably in the 70s, and sunny all day, very low wind. So it was absolutely gorgeous. So I spent a little bit of time outside with my dogs today, and I enjoyed every second of it. It's just amazing. I love to be outside. Sometimes it's too hot or too cold. You have to do what you can. But when I go outside, 99.9% of the time I am barefoot. I do not wear shoes. I love to feel, and you don't feel like when you're walking on concrete, which, a lot of us have to endure, it's not the same as when you step into the grass. And I don't care if you have, 2-inch brown grass because it's been wintertime. I don't care if you have beautiful grass. I don't care if it's mostly dirt. You feel that groundedness when you step onto the ground, onto the earth. Sarah said, you are being protected by the angels. Security. Beautiful. And Richard said, peace and relaxation. Yes, nature is very peaceful. Joyce said, going deeper and spending more time in nature to do it. The energy is there. There is so much energy out in nature. You get that wonderful warmth and those rays coming from the sun. You get to see that beautiful blue sky. You get to hear the birds. And, it's so funny. My mom always loved to go and sit out in the morning and listen to the birds. She would just have a whole conversation with them. But we used to have quite a lot of birds in our backyards, but I did have bird feeders, so that attracted them, of course. And they would just be, it'd be early that they come out, but they would just be, it was like they were putting on a concert. It was just so beautiful to listen to. So there's that. There's, when you go outside at night, during certain seasons, you're going to hear the crickets. I love the sound of the crickets. I don't like when I see them, but I like the sound of them. And there's the wind. There's the smell when flowers are blooming, or the smell after rain. There's so much beautiful energy in that. When Harley, my granddaughter, was little, she was probably maybe 2 or 3, we would go outside and we would hug the trees, and she got the biggest kick out of that. She absolutely loved it. And she's what, I think 13 now, and she still remembers doing that with me. And now I have to kind of chuckle because my little granddaughter Judy, who just turned 2 in December, she likes to go outside and watch the birds and listen to the birds. She's fascinated with them just like my mom was. And um, she loves it when she sees them flying. So in the mornings, they'll be out in the front yard, and then in the afternoon and evening, they're in the back. So she kind of gets to enjoy it. We saw a couple of hawks last week. Those were really huge. And she got a really big kick out of that. So enjoy nature as much as you can. We can't always, but there's so much wonderful energy out there. There's even a different kind of energy in the snow, which I personally do not like the snow. Or ice, but it does have its own kind of energy, and its own kind of energy, not just the snow itself, but in the air. You can feel it. It's just different. Fog has this amazing, beautiful energy. And ever since I was a little kid, I could see energy. Like when I look up in the room or in the sky, I can see it. And I will tell you, that the energy that's in fog is the most beautiful energy. It's a heavier energy. That might be why I notice it more. But it's a very beautiful, beautiful energy. Okay, Sarah said, I also heard no matter what storms you go through in life, we're here. That's beautiful, Sarah. And Devin said, nature is in my soul. Well, I'm going to get a different card deck now, and we'll try a couple more messages and see what you guys. Oh, this one will be a good one. See what you guys get. Now, before the show, I did pull a card for the group. Okay, here it is, and it was from my transformation card deck, and it says, "Make a positive ripple in the ocean of humanity." And you know what happens when you make a positive ripple? A ripple just goes out and out and out and out and out forever. And it touches everything. So of course you're going to want to keep that positive. But every positive thing you do, every bit of love that you send out into the universe touches all of humanity. When you raise your vibration, it raises the vibration of humanity, of all of us. Let's see what we have with the next card. Become a clear channel. What does that mean for you? What information are you getting? For me, that means to make sure that I'm centered and I'm aligned so that information can come in and flow in easily. And for me, that's important, that the messages flow. Become a clear channel. Did anyone get anything for that one? You know, Devin, that is very true. Nature is in your soul. Balance to allow to flow. Oh, that's good, Sarah. That is good. I love that. Balance to allow to flow. Become a clear channel. Now, even though there's a bunch of you out there that are listening and watching, and as I'm pulling the cards, I know you're getting messages and information. And that's fine if you don't want to share. You know, that's not a big deal. But you just be cognizant of it. And, you know, pay attention to the information that you're getting. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Well, I did pick up one more here. Devin says, when that ripple touches someone, that ripple actually returns to you every time. Yes, because everything that you send out, every thought you have, Whether it's positive, negative, whatever it is that you send out, you are going to receive that back. Because what happens is you send out that energy, the universe matches it and sends it back to you. Joy says, purging what no longer serves you. Oh, that's wonderful. Wonderful. Yes, and it's so important for us to purge that stuff and to get rid of that stuff that doesn't serve us. Just like in our home, for example. Some people have a whole closet full of clothes. They might be 3 or 4 different sizes. Chances are pretty good there's only one size that you're wearing, and that you're going to be wearing. Why not pack up those other clothes that are not doing you any good and go donate them? Donate them to a homeless shelter or a woman's shelter, or, wherever you feel needs it. Maybe there's schools that collect clothes for kids who, are in need. Let's put it that way, that are in need. So those clothes that have been sitting in your closet for years and still have tags on them could be used for someone who really, really needs them. I go through my closet once a year, and if there's stuff in there that I have not worn and that I know I'm not going to wear, I will get rid of it and rotate it out. My mom used to have probably, I would say, and now I'm not knocking her, there was reasons for this, but she had, what I felt was an overabundance of clothes. So when she passed away, that's what I did, is I packed up all of her stuff and donated it to a woman's shelter. And that made me feel really, really good about it. But when I went through these clothes, there was tons, maybe like a quarter of the stuff she had in there still had tags on it. She had never even worn it. So it's nice if your things can be useful. And I feel like if I have something that's not really useful, why do I need it? Of course, there's things I like to look at. I've got my crystals and, my different wall hangings and things like that are very important to me, because they I don't know how to describe this, but they kind of like help with my energy. And I like surrounding my things like that raise my energy. But I do try to keep other things to a minimum. Now, I don't care how many clothes you have in your closet. That's you. Every person is different. Every person is different. Okay, I have one more. Make no judgments. Make no judgments. I try to not judge people at all, because I feel like, what right do I have to do that? I don't. And people make their decisions from the place where they are at the time. So for me to go in and say, well, that was wrong, coming from my perspective of where I am and what I would probably do in that situation, that just does not work. That just does not work. Because we all do things, we all make decisions from where we are in the moment that we make that decision, from the perspective that we have at the time. Further down the road, as we have grown and evolved and our perspective has changed, if that same decision came before us, we would probably make a completely different answer. But based on what our perceptions were at the time, that was the decision that we made best for ourselves. Kim says she still hugs trees. I know, me too. I love the pulsating energy that you can feel. Sarah said, step aside and see the bigger picture. I love that. I love that. A lot of times we don't. We see that little picture. But we have to look at the whole thing, right? And we have to look at it from different sides. We can't just see something from one side. We have to look at it from all different angles. Kim said, many more songbirds here too, migrating. Oh, that's wonderful. Somebody posted on Facebook the other day, I don't remember who it was, that they saw a robin. And I grew up in Michigan, and robin was always the first sign of spring. When you saw a robin, you knew spring was coming. Well, for those of you that aren't aware, spring begins on Monday. Monday. So that's wonderful. Now, with the judgment, I feel, and I don't know if it's really judgment. Sometimes we're really harsh on ourselves. We're very critical of ourselves, and we judge ourselves. And we have to stop doing that. Because like I just said, when we do something, it's from where we are in the moment. After we've grown and experienced more and expanded, though our perceptions are going to be different. We're going to see things from a completely different place. But one thing that is important is when we do make decisions, that we make them through the eyes of love. That's the only way to make a decision that's going to be for the best and greatest good for you. Richard said, some are going through something you may not know. That's very true, Richard. Very true. Oh, I like this one. Shine your light. We hear this all the time, don't we? And it's so important for all of us to do that. Like when I just saw that card, the first thing I saw was a lighthouse. And I know Melissa talked all about that on her show the other night, about being the lighthouse. So you guys should check that out because it was really interesting. Sarah says, when I was out picking up limbs this evening, oh, she saw 3 robins. That is exciting. That is very exciting. So shine your light, because when we do, other people see that. Other people are drawn to that light, right? And that helps them to give themselves permission to shine their light even brighter. Because maybe they feel like they can't. Maybe they feel like no one's going to notice. Oh, people will notice, because when you shine that light, people just gravitate to you. People who are shining their light gravitate to you. And then that light just increases. You know, your light will never darken by giving it away or sharing it with others, right? All that does is it just makes more light. So you see from the impressions that you're getting with these cards that your intuition is always there. Tap into it more. It's just a matter of focusing on it and recognizing what it feels like and how it presents itself to you, because it's going to be different for everybody. Some people get beautiful colors. Other people hear words. Other people have visions. Other people get a gut feeling, a knowing. It can come to you in many different ways. Your information can come through a song on the radio when you're driving in the car. It can, so just pay attention and really listen to your intuition. Really exercise your intuition, because the more you use it, the more you will trust it. Richard said, be yourself 100%. I love that. That is wonderful. And the more that you trust it, the more it's going to build your confidence and it's going to build your self-esteem. The hard part is trusting it. And I know, because I get that, because I was that way for a long, long time. I would get messages and I would hear stuff and I would think, well, maybe that's, just my head thinking this. But when you start doing it more and more, you will definitely feel the difference, because it's not like a thought you're processing in your head. It's a definite, different kind of feeling. Hello, Heather. Nice to see you here. So glad you could be here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start giving you guys some messages. So if anybody would like a message, just let me know, and I'm going to pull some cards. So I hope you guys will practice. There's a lot of different things, and I still do this all the time. I'll go reach for my phone and I'll think, okay, it's at 34%. And I'll look at my phone, and I'm usually in the ballpark. It'll be a lot of times I'm right on the number, and it always just makes me smile. But I don't sit there and think about it. I just do it without thinking about it. Because I have found for myself that when you really try to think about it, it puts too much thought and puts too much of your head into it. Okay, I have Robert first. Robert, and then, let me see. I think it was Kim and Richard. Richard just asked for a message. So it's going to get Robert and Kim. Let's see what we have for you today. So I hope you guys will tap into that intuition and practice with it, because you can do it so many different ways. You could get a deck of cards, even just regular playing cards, and focus on if it's going to be black or red when you turn it over. Focus on the number. When you hear your phone ring, focus on who's calling. And you will be surprised at the number of times that you really are able to tap in and tune into it and be correct. Okay, Robert. Let's see what we have for Robert. Okay. Let me pull these out. Okay, Robert. Go with the flow. Don't try to fight anything that's happening. Just go with it. Life is so much easier when we just go with the flow. It's when we try to go against the flow is when we have so many obstacles. So just kind of let things naturally happen. Things don't always happen as quickly as we might want them to. But at the same time, if you try to rush something or force something, that doesn't usually have very good consequences. So just kind of go with it and let things naturally happen for you. And also live life to the fullest. Now, this does not mean you have to be busy every second of every day. Living life to the fullest is doing things that really fulfill you, things that fill your soul, things that fill your heart with love and joy. And doing things that you want to do, not doing things with other people just because, you feel like you have to. Don't, fall into that feeling that you have to do something. Only do things that you want to do and that is for your best and highest good. And choose friends wisely, Robert. Choose friends wisely. That's, you want to be able to connect with people that are on that same wavelength as you or really close. But people that are at a much lower vibration, they're not going to resonate with your energy. So as you meet new people, don't be offended if some of them don't stick around. That's not a bad thing. We need to be picky about who we share our energy with. And the Goldylocks Inner Vision card that I said that wrong, didn't I? Energize cards that I pulled for you is a message from Melissa Parks. Now, Melissa's show, Joyful Findings, is on Friday nights at 8 p.m. It says, practice what you preach. And check out that beautiful symbol and all that energy that's flowing from that symbol. Because that's for you, Robert. You guys should really check out getting yourself a deck of those cards because they're really awesome. So, Robert, I hope that resonates with you. And now, Kim. Okay, I've got you down, Heather and Richard. Joyce said, just had to go out with my puppy and the sky is full of stars for us after 2 days of lots of snow. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, Kim, have faith. Have faith. I know there's some things that you're desiring to come into your life. Have faith that that's going to happen. I know sometimes when we have to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait, we get impatient, or we just start feeling like maybe we were wrong. It's just not going to happen. But they're wanting you to continue to have faith. Have faith that you will have everything that you want. You already have everything that you need. I want you to begin to explore. Explore your surroundings a little more, meaning a little further beyond maybe your comfort zone. Begin to explore that and go inward and begin to explore some of the new things that you're learning, some of the new ideas that are coming to you. I feel like you're going to create quite a bit of change in your life this year. Not that you haven't in the past couple of years, because you sure have, but I feel like there's more on the horizon for you. So start exploring those ideas and see which ones really deeply resonate with you, because those are the ones you want to go with. And also, you got go with the flow. So go with the flow. Just let things happen naturally. Everything is going to work out even better than how you planned or how you thought. So just let it happen. And it's important for us to let things happen naturally in the way that they're supposed to, because it shows our faith, it shows our confidence, it shows our trust. And that's very important. And your message is from Carol Ann Carey, whose show is on tomorrow night in the Psychic Flow. Allow the quiet. Allow the quiet. And look at your beautiful symbol and all the energy that emanates from that. And it's great to go and have fun and to be busy and to be doing things, but welcome in that quiet time as well, because it's really important for you to stay balanced, because balance is everything. Balance is key. Richard said, your I am cards are great. Thank you, Richard. Thank you so much. That's what these look like right here. My I am cards. Thank you, Richard. I really appreciate that so much. Okay, now Richard's message. Richard. See what we have for Richard. Okay, Richard, they want you to tune out distractions. Stay focused on what you're doing and where you're going, because that's important. You don't want to shift your focus, because, when we're focusing on something, we're putting out that intention, then you're going to be able to manifest it. So don't let anything distract you from doing that. It's very important. Very important. And sometimes, it can be something little that distracts us, but sometimes it can be something major. So make sure you are able to keep your eye on the prize, as they say. Stay focused on what it is you really want. And be present. Live in the moment. That's a message from me, Richard. Be present. Live in the moment. It's important to live in the moment. Very important. Because there's no such thing as time, as humans perceive it. There's only now. So I hope that resonates with you, Richard. And Robert said, thanks, Ruth. Cards definitely right on. Awesome. Hello, Sam. Nice to see you here. Now let's see what we have for Heather. Okay, Heather, the first card that comes up for you is rejuvenate. I feel like you are just doing too much. You're working too hard. I feel like you need some time to relax and to refresh. I'm getting that word a lot, refresh. So I know when it comes to work, you sometimes, you have deadlines and things can't wait. And I understand that. But it's really important in your downtime to make sure you are taking good care of yourself. So take a little extra time for yourself, even if it's just like a hot bubble bath. And the card that I pulled for you from the Energized deck is from Robin McGuire. And Robin's show was on last night. And that's Robin's Cosmic Soul Food. And its music is medicine for the soul. And just soak in all that energy from that card, Heather. Music is medicine for the soul. And it really is. Music is an amazing healer. We have meditative music. We have music that can take you back to when you were a kid. I mean, music is so powerful. So you have to find music that really, truly resonates with you. You can find songs that when you hear them, you feel completely empowered. You can find songs that when you hear them, they make you very sad because they bring up sad memories. So you have to find what really deeply resonates with you and is going to help you raise your vibration. And if you put on some, dancing music and you dance around, that's going to help with your rejuvenation as well, because it's going to help you to raise your vibration. And it's fun. Just dance around the kitchen with your girls while you're cooking dinner. It's a lot of fun. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Richard. If anyone else would like a message, please let me know in the comments. If I had Robert, Kim, Richard, and Heather. If I missed anyone else, please let me know. And I'd be happy to pull a card for you. I'm going to go ahead and pull one for Joyce, because I intuitively know she wants one. Oh, and then Sam. Joyce, express your joy. Express your joy. It is so important to feel joy, to live in joy, and to express it. Because when we express it, other people see it, right? Have you ever been around someone that is extremely joyful and happy? That kind of energy is contagious. So Joy said she just started typing. See, I knew it. And when you're around those people, that energy is very contagious, and it makes you feel more joyful, and it makes you feel more happy, and it raises your energy. So continue to do that. Let other people see that joy that is in your life, Joyce, because it spreads like wildfire. And your message is from Gayla Akashana, who will be returning this spring to her show, The Guardian Connection. And it says, take time to rest, to relax and rest. To relax and rest, Joyce. Now, sometimes, you might sit around for a little bit and feel like you're resting and relaxing, but maybe you're not, because maybe your mind's going a million miles a second. So try to calm and quiet all of that, so that you can rest not only your body, but your mind and your spirit. Because that's all important. We need that whole health, not just our physical bodies. Heather said, thank you, totally nailed it. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that, and thank you so much for your feedback. And now we have Sam. What do we have for Sam? Sam, trust the divine plan, because there is a divine plan, right? Now, you already know what it is because you sat there and helped plan out your life before you came here. But, then we go through this whole birthing process and we get this kind of amnesia where we don't remember anything. But throughout our life, different things will fall into our path that is related to our divine plan. So it's important to trust in that. Know that things are going to fall into place at the times that they need to. And everything, it's all for your best and highest good, Sam. So never, worry about that. Everything that is meant for you in this lifetime is going to find you. And your card from why can I not remember them? Energized cards is a message from Gala Akashana, and it says connect with nature. Go for a walk. And I know living up there in Arizona, you can do this because it's not too cold. But connect with nature a little bit more, because I feel like nature will really help fill you up with some amazing energy. You are welcome, Sam. And Joyce said, thank you, spot on. 2 wild nights of sleep. Ooh, that's awesome. Tell me, Joyce, what is that like? Now I have to say, I did sleep very well last night. Oh, Sarah. Okay, Sarah. Sure, okay. Sarah, what do we have for you, Sarah? Well, this card is sticking out. And how cute. This is one that we already used for the group. Become a clear channel. If there's anything at all, no matter how small, that could be blocking you from any messages that might come to you, from any of your healing work that you're doing, if there's any kind of small blocks, clear those out. Clear those out. And you know how to do that. So do that, because I feel it's really important for you. And your energized card is one from Melissa Parks, and this is my favorite one of hers. I am love, you are love, we are love. And if anyone watches Melissa's show, they will know, they will hear this on her show a lot. It's beautiful. And it's true. Joyce said, restless dreams. Yeah. I feel like you're purging some stuff, Joyce. I always purge my stuff through my dreams, and they're always restless dreams. They're always really crazy dreams. And I wake up looking like I stuck my finger in the electrical socket. That's what my hair looks like. So I can understand that. So feel like it's a good thing, though, because I feel like you're purging some old stuff. If you wake up, and you can tell you've been crying, or you wake up sweating, that's okay. You're just purging. And I think I did Sarah's already, didn't I? Wow. Oh, Sam said, even the cards tell him to go out and take a walk. That is hilarious. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. I've had so much fun with you tonight. I really appreciate all of you. You guys are absolutely amazing. And I will be here next Wednesday. I hope you will be too. You all have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I love you all. Good night.